Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with the U and not an E, so don't get it twisted. I want to just thank everybody who's here with me. I love it when I can go live and people are in the room with me. I love it, love it, love it. One day in the future, I will have actual live audiences at the table somewhere so I can feed them as well as teach them. Okay, so anywho, the recipes that Grandma Hershey cooks are made for specific people. I mean, for everybody, but still, if you have specific macronutrient restrictions, like food that's good for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, if you have diabetes, you can't tolerate gluten, you have nut allergies, all, and then all, just any kind of thing. Pretty much, I got a recipe for it. Okay, I've been blessed with over 300 recipes within 3 years. So Grandma Hershey have to get cooking, and she also is working on her book. Okay, which hopefully it will first one will be out by October in time for your Thanksgiving dinner. Now that's the plan. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, and the cross. Okay, help me, help a sister out. All right. So anyway, today's recipe is 3 cheese, shrimp, and grits. I tell you, I love me some shrimp and grits. Love me some shrimp and I love me some grits. So why not marry them together? And then I just feel like I'm in heaven when I'm eating them. Okay, and you will too. All right. So the first thing I need you to do is hit that thumbs up. Okay. Go to subscribe. And when you click subscribe, there should be some bells that come up. If it don't come up on the first click, click it again because you want that black bell. That black bell will let you know when I am on the air because every now and then I might do a little, not really a commercial, but I might hit you up with a little info or something other because in the future I want to send you some commercials. But anyway, make sure you click that black bell and then okay, so I've been having this eating lifestyle now for 3 years because I was about to get put on 4 medications. All right, Grandma Hershey can't do all that. All right. So anyway, at the time my A1C was 8.7, and within a year's time it was brought down to 5.3 just from changing certain ingredients. I'm telling you, it was a lifesaver. Then my blood pressure at the time was 167. So it's been running in the 120s. Every now and then it might creep up a little, and that's because I'm misbehaving. So then it just gets me back in check, okay? Because Grandma Hershey don't want to have to do no blood pressure pills. So it stays in the 120 very well. And then, like I said, I was able to avoid those 4 medications. And I also had lost the 27 pounds because I was charting my meal. And next month, I'm going to start back with that. I'm going to start making some meal plans because they're going to be in the book as well. Some good, like a 30-day meal plan, hopefully. And that way you will lose some weight. And I know after a year and a half, I'm going like, nobody's going to chart forever. So I stopped charting and I ate out more than I usually do because my rule was only eat out 1 time a week. That was my rule. And every now and then I find myself doing it 2 times. So shame on you, Grandma Hershey. So anyway, I'm going to get back to that because as I look at these videos, I'm going like, this is just too much loveliness. I'm going to have to do something about that. So next month, okay, we're going to mark this down. Next month, I'm going to the gym, and now I'm not lifting weights. I'm going to walk the circuit court, okay, with the silver sneakers. All right. So anybody want to join me on this quest? Let me know. So anyway, but after I stopped charting, I still maintained the 17-pound weight loss. All right. They didn't find their way back. That's why I hate to say lose weight because they like to find their way back. No, we're not having all that. So we're going to get rid of those other 10 plus some. All right. Because Grandma Hershey like her little loveliness, but this is just a little bit too much. All right. Anywho, so the healthy highlights for this recipe. The calories are 362. The saturated fat is 8 grams. I don't like it that high. My goal for the day is 12 because I need low saturated fat because of my cholesterol deal. So we don't want to be taking medication for that. So anyway, but this one is a treat for me, and I do it maybe once a month because it's a treat. So it's 8 grams of fat. There is 780 milligrams of sodium in the whole thing, and that's mainly because of the shrimp itself. Okay, then the sugar is only 1. So if you're diabetic, you're not gonna hurt yourself at all on this. All right. And the carbs are 36.8, which is decent for a whole meal when you're looking at what it is. All right. So it's not the no carb diet, it's the low carb diet. And so this way you can still enjoy your food, because pasta and flour, grits, and all these things, they have carbs. All right. So you're not going to get totally away unless you're just not going to eat it. I'm going to eat it every now and then. All right. And then the iron is 2.9 milligrams, which is not too shabby for a meal. Okay. Not too shabby. But the biggest thing I like about this, the protein. We all need some protein. The protein is 21.5. That is really good for a good tasting meal. Okay, 21.5. That's my biggest highlight of this particular meal. All right, so we're going to get started. So the first thing you're going to do for this is you're going to take, the green onions, the long stalk, where you only need half one. You're going to slice it into half-inch pieces, okay? Because that's going to be your little oomph to the end, okay? And then you're going to take you some spray oil, and oil spray. I don't know, sometimes I think I'm a little dyslexic, but whatever, I say stuff backwards. All right, I'm still good. So anyway, you take some oil spray, and you're going to spray your skillet, and you're going to spray the skillet, and then inside the skillet, not outside of it. Then you're going to take your shrimp, and you're going to rinse them and pat them dry. Now, on the picture that I have advertised, then I use some medium-sized shrimp. But on this one here, I use these real long red shrimp. I think they're called langostino or something like that. They are so delicious. So anyway, you only need 2 of those because they are huge. And so I sauteed that. I put half of the seasoning, because the seasoning says 1/4 of the Weber honey garlic is one of my favorite seasoning. And then it calls for 1/4 teaspoon of Mrs. Dash onion and herb, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. But that is not, you're not going to put the whole thing on the shrimp. You're only going to put half of those seasonings on the shrimp when you saute it, okay, in the oil spray. All right. Cover this back up because I don't like cold food. So anywho, so then once you saute your shrimp for about a minute, you're going to set it aside. So then you're going to get you a medium-sized bowl, something kind of deep, because you're cooking grits, all right? And you are going to put in your grits, which I've got the good old Quakers. I like Quakers. It's the 5-minute grits, all right? So you want the grits, and this is 1/4 cup of grits. So we're going to put that in the bowl. Then you're going to put 1 cup of either cooking broth or cooking stock. Now, cooking stock is really good. They're not always on sale. This is my best choice, and it is the no salt added. Okay, because the low sodium aren't always low. Trust me. If you've got more than 2 digits, you've got some salty broth. So this one here, it only has 65 milligrams of sodium in 1 cup of broth. And that's what you want to get as close to zero as you can. All right. But you want some so that you don't have to add salt. Because did you notice I did not add salt to this? It's a little salt in this honey garlic, and it's like 50 milligrams in a whole 1/4 teaspoon. So that whole between the sauteing, seasoning the shrimp, it's blooper time. Between seasoning the shrimp and seasoning the grits, then you only have that 50 milligrams from that. Okay. So then you're going to add your grits, and you're going to add your broth. I use chicken stock this time, whichever one. And it's chicken. All right. And then you're going to stir that in together. And then you're going to add those, the other 1/8 teaspoons of the 3 seasoning, which I mixed them together this time. All right. So we're going to stir that in together. And then we're going to microwave it for 2 minutes. Not the spoon. Make sure you take that spoon out. We don't want to blow up no microwaves. So we're going to put that in the microwave for 2 minutes. Now, when you're cooking grits and oatmeal and things that like to boil over, put you some paper towel on that plate. Let's clean up if it happens to boil over. So we're going to put that in, and you might want to get you one of these gadgets. It works great, very well, and I use this as a cover. And so I put that on there, and then I'm going to set this for 2 minutes. Now, don't judge me about that knob on that microwave. My microwave went out. I had to get another one, and I got excited because it said it was sensor controlled, and I bought it and didn't realize it was turned off when I got home. Anywho, such is life. So we're going to microwave that for 2 minutes. Now, while that's going, I want to give a shout out to my friends, Deborah King and Jeanette Francis, for trying my kale and black bean soup. They said they really enjoyed it. And Jeanette's husband had some and he liked it too. So shout out to you too, boo. Anyway, that Deborah King, okay. I don't blame her. I would do the same thing. Now, she liked okra. Grandma Hershey don't like okra. So she added some okra to hers and she said it was really good. So you can throw that on the list if you want to. Okay, Grandma Hershey won't be mad at all. I just want you to enjoy the healthier version of some soup, because it was low in sodium and calories, and it was high in protein. So, hey, go and check out the, I can't remember what episode it was. Maybe in the episode 3 or 4. I can't remember. Go look at all of them. It's the kale and black bean soup, and they really enjoyed it. So shout out to you ladies. I love you. Mwah! And so, 41 more seconds. So anyway, another thing I would like for you to do, to let me know which cookies you want me to make next month. I'm thinking about chocolate chip, but whichever one everybody, the majority rules on, that's the one I'll make. Because what I want to do is I want to do a cheesecake of the month and a cookie of the month. Okay, so you'll have sweets all month long, but they won't hurt you unless you eat the whole thing. Now, don't eat the whole thing at one time. All right, spread the love. Just spread the love. All right. So let me know which ones you want to try first. There's the microwave. All right, let's take that out. Oops, get up there. Enough on me. All right. So then we're going to take the soup. I call it soup. It's soupy right now. We're going to take it and we're going to stir that up. Then we're going to add a tablespoon of margarine. Now, if you don't have high cholesterol and you rather have butter, then you do that. But Grandma Hershey have to watch her cholesterol. So right now, until I can find a better alternative that's also affordable, I have to use my margarine. And I do like Imperial as far as the margarine goes. So we're going to put a tablespoon of the margarine in, along with our shredded cheeses. Now, y'all know I like my stuff spicy, but this Carolina Reaper ain't no joke. It is hot. So I put 1 tablespoon of the Carolina Reaper, and then I had to calm it down by putting some triple cheddar for the other tablespoon of cheese. So there's a nice blend without killing my taste buds. All right. So we're going to put the tablespoon of each one in. And whatever cheese you want to use, it don't have to be spicy just because Grandma Hershey is spicy. Don't mean you have to be spicy, okay? So you get your 2 favorite cheeses. But what you want to do is look on the back of that package. And you want to look for 200 or less milligrams of sodium, okay? Promise me you'll do that, all right? We don't want you having a heart attacks or nothing, all right? Especially if you have high blood pressure, okay? So you want to put those 2 and you're going to stir this in. Stir that in good. And then we're going to put it back in the microwave for 1 minute. All right? Not the spoon. I'm not going to set nothing on fire around here. Okay? I'm going to put it in there. We're going to cover it. We're going to cook that for 1 minute. I heard y'all laughing at my doll. That's all right. Grandma Hershey's going to get the fly swat on you. So, anyway, while that's cooking, next week, Grandma Hershey going to treat y'all to some cornbread. All right? I've got 8 variations of cornbread. And I don't know which one I'm going to do, but whichever one it is going to be good. All right? I have one that you do with liquid eggs, which turns out great. The texture is wonderful. Okay? And you know what? I bought some liquid eggs the other day, and it's like 20 servings in this carton for $4 or something. A dozen of eggs for 12 eggs, okay, was like, what was it? It was close to $4 by itself. I'm going like, I can get some healthier eggs for virtually half the cost when you look at it. Because if I go get 2 dozen of eggs, that's 24. I'm spending $8 where I'm getting 20 eggs for $4. Okay, do the math. All right. So, anywho, let's get this out. All right, did it right that time. Woohoo, bowl's getting hot. Okay, so then we're going to add 1 more tablespoon of the more. All right. Yeah, it's a little more than normal. But like I said, this is a once a month treat. And I tell you, when I eat this, I feel like somebody gave me a big old hug and a kiss. And I mean, it is so good. It's just, I just feel all happy and warm inside when I eat it. Okay, so we're going to add that. And then we're going to add this queso. You know, somebody might look at the recipe and say, salsa con queso. What in the world is Grandma Hershey talking about? It's just some queso dip. That's all. But that's what they call it. So that's what I call it. But I bought this one at Hy-Vee. And I don't know what stores you have around there, but you can find some. But this is called Casa Mamita. Okay, that's the name of this one. And Hy-Vee has it. Price Chopper has it. Anybody any store has some queso dip. But what you want to look for is 200. Is less. Let's just look at all the jars. The least amount of sodium is what you want. This one happened to have 270 because a lot of those have 300 and 400s. You do not want that, okay? And 2 tablespoons is a serving. So look on the back of that label for the sodium. You don't want all that salt, okay? I'm telling you. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of that in the grits. I tell you, this is some good stuff. Mm-hmm. And then you stir that in real good. We almost done because you know time is of the essence around here. So we're not going to keep you long. Ooh, it's getting nice and creamy. Ooh, can you see that nice orange looking now? We're going to put this in for 1 more minute, okay? 1 more minute. And you notice nothing spilled over, see? See, if you cook it slow, like by minutes, you won't get all that spillover. Oatmeal and grits, I tell you, they love to spill over. But if you cook them fast, too fast, and that's what you get. So we're not going to do that. We're going to cook it slow like we did. So now, while that's cooking, I want to remind you, thumbs up, black bell, and share. Whatever social media platform that you go to, share this show. Whoever you know, whether it's your friends, whether it's your enemies, whoever it is, like that, whosoever it is, share it, all right? Everybody got to eat, okay? And Grandma Hershey wants them to eat as healthy as possible. Yes, it's not the healthiest because Grandma Hershey is not a nutritionist, okay? But from all the research I've done, what has helped me in these 3 years, then I can only go by that, all right? And it really has helped me. And so, there it is. It's time. They acting crazy on me. It's time. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so now, Nice and orange and cheesy like it should be. So now we're going to top it out with those shrimp. And I'm telling you, these shrimps taste so good. I had to fight myself not to eat them all because they taste good by themselves. So I'm going to put these on here on top. Put the shrimp. Then I'm going to garnish it with these green onions. Let's give it a little something, something. And this is what it looks like. Let me get back some so you can actually see it. So it almost looks like a soup. And if you want to make it a soup, you can add an extra 4th cup of broth and cook it maybe another minute longer. You'll have shrimp soup. Cheesy shrimp and grits soup. It's hot at the bottom. So Grandma Hershey would be doing you in service if she did not test it to see if it was poison. All right. So Grandma Hershey going to take a little bit of it. Should I get a piece of shrimp and some green onion? All right. You see that? Okay. There it is. It's hot, so I have to blow it. Oh my God. There's that hug. Oh my goodness. This is so good. If you want to catch you a mate, making some of these shrimp and grits, all right? If you want to keep one, make some shrimp and grits. They get mad, make some shrimp and grits. They'll get glad. All right. Anywho, that's it for today's show. I thank you for coming by. And I am looking forward to seeing you again next Tuesday when we make one of Grandma Hershey's cornbread. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Love you. Mwah. Have a great week.